Picture this. You spend weeks preparing for the perfect job. You polish the resume, you rehearse every answer, and then the invitation finally arrives. You log in, and there is no human on the other side of the screen, just a voice.
Welcome to the interview for the Marketing Specialist 2 position.
She says the AI agent was extremely polite, though she felt something was missing.
There's no small talk, there was no, nothing personal, and I wasn't able to really tell if my answers were landing or not.
Smooth, patient, synthetic. An AI agent staring back at you, analyzing everything from your word choices to the micro pauses in your sentences, deciding in real time whether you deserve a second conversation. This is not science fiction. This is Tuesday morning in 2026. Companies like A Priori are already conducting up to 1,000 AI-powered interviews every day across industries. Software engineers, electricians, baristas, all evaluated by the same machine.
20 or 25 years ago, when Microsoft came out with Microsoft Office and Word had a template for the resume.
Right.
And all of a sudden, everybody had the exact same looking resume. And there's no differentiation. And now we're seeing it with AI that people are plugging in their resume and it's coming out the same. They're plugging in their resignation letter, it comes out the same. They're plugging in their cover letter, it comes out the same.
And while these companies boast about increased efficiency and faster hiring rates, the humans on the other side of the camera are not celebrating. They are burning out, they are breaking down, and they are starting to fight back. Here is what the companies rolling out these tools do not want you to know. A landmark study from the University of Washington tested 3 of the most advanced AI language models against over 500 job listings, generating more than 3 million resume comparisons. The results were devastating. These systems favored white-associated names in 85% of cases. Black male candidates were disadvantaged in 100% of direct comparisons with white male candidates. 100%. Not a statistical anomaly. A systemic pattern baked into the algorithm itself. And it is not just the screening. 70% of companies today allow AI tools to outright reject job candidates with zero human oversight. You could be the most qualified person in the applicant pool, and a machine built on biased historical data might never let you reach a human who could actually see that. The legal reckoning has begun. Derek Mobley, a black man over 40 with a disability, applied to more than 100 jobs through companies using Workday's AI hiring platform. He was rejected every single time, not occasionally, every single time. Some rejections arrived within minutes of submitting his application in the middle of the night, making it mathematically impossible that any human had reviewed his credentials. He sued. And in a landmark ruling, a federal judge allowed the case to proceed as a nationwide class action. The court's reasoning was direct and sobering. The AI software was not simply filtering resumes, it was participating in hiring decisions. And if Workday's platform rejected 1 billion applications in the relevant time period, as the company itself disclosed, then we are not talking about isolated incidents. We are talking about potentially hundreds of millions of people who never got a fair shot at a job because an algorithm decided that their name, age, or zip code made them a liability. Now here is where this story gets deeper than discrimination lawsuits and corporate negligence. Because the AI revolution is not just failing people on the way into work, it is destroying people once they are already inside. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you felt true focus at work? Not the kind where you are switching between tabs, responding to AI-generated summaries, and auditing outputs from a system that confidently hallucinated 3 of its 5 citations. Real, uninterrupted, deep focus. The kind that actually produces something you are proud of. For most workers, that feeling is disappearing, and the reason goes beyond mere distraction. Research shows that 61% of workers fear AI will directly increase their burnout. Not someday. Now. A quantum workplace study found that employees who frequently use AI in their roles report 45% higher burnout rates than those who rarely interact with it. That number stops people cold when they hear it for the first time. Because the promise was the opposite, that AI would reduce the grunt work and free humans for meaningful tasks. What actually happened is that AI removed the simple, repetitive tasks that served as mental recovery time throughout a workday. The breaks between thinking, the breathing room, and in their place, companies set higher performance targets, because if your AI co-pilot can theoretically do the work of 3 people, leadership now expects exactly that output from you. You are not working alongside AI. You are being benchmarked against it. Meanwhile, a parallel crisis is unfolding in the shadows. A 2025 Walk Me survey found that 78% of employees are using AI tools that were never approved by their employer. 78%. These are not rogue tech enthusiasts. These are nurses, marketing managers, accountants, and logistics coordinators who are so desperate to keep up with the pace of their workplace that they are feeding sensitive company data into unauthorized platforms just to survive the week. According to UpGuard, more than 80% of workers, including nearly 90% of security professionals, regularly use unapproved AI tools, and 38% of employees admit to sharing confidential work information with AI systems without their employer's permission. The irony is profound. The companies mandating AI adoption from the top down are simultaneously creating a shadow AI epidemic from the bottom up. Nobody feels safe enough to fall behind, so everyone is quietly cheating the system, running their own unauthorized experiments, and hoping no one notices until the quarterly review. But the psychological toll of all of this does not just live in the numbers, it lives in the body. Nearly 1 in 4 employees told researchers at Spring Health that AI has directly worsened their mental health, not from job loss anxiety alone, but from the relentless flood of new tool rollouts, shifting expectations, and the pressure to constantly prove their value against a machine that never sleeps. Workers are caught in a loop. Adopt the AI, become more productive, trigger higher performance benchmarks, adopt more AI, exhaust yourself further, and hope the next round of layoffs skips your name. Upwork found that 71% of full-time IT employees were burned out, with 65% directly attributing that burnout to rising AI-driven productivity demands. These are the workers who are supposed to be the most fluent in the technology, and they are the most destroyed by it. What makes this particularly cruel is that the people suffering most are often the ones who are most acutely aware of how badly the system is failing. AI models hallucinate. They generate plausible, confident, completely fabricated information. Research has shown that developers who rely heavily on AI coding assistants write less secure code than those who do not, even though they believe their work is more secure. The AI convinced them. And in a workplace that is moving too fast to double-check everything, that gap between confidence and accuracy becomes someone else's crisis to fix. So if you find yourself exhausted by a technology that was supposed to help you, if you feel like you are working harder than ever while somehow producing less of what matters, if you sense that the machine around you is designed for someone other than you, you are not wrong. The data has caught up to the feeling. Hating AI does not make you a Luddite. It does not mean you are falling behind or resisting the future. It might mean you are one of the few people still paying close enough attention to notice that something important is being lost. Not productivity, not efficiency. Something harder to measure and far more essential. The right to be judged by a human being who can actually see you. At Machine Minds, your opinion matters to us. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe and drop a comment below. Are you feeling the pressure at work? Or is AI actually making your life better? We read every response. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, take care.